Hi everyone, welcome to the Sew Essential vlog. I'm Lucy and I'm here today to share the latest Simplicity patterns with you. So these have come out recently. It's the autumn winter range. I've picked out a few of my favourites and paired them with lovely fabrics that I think you could make them with. As always, everything I talk about today is available on our lovely website. You'll find the link to our website below. You'll also find links to all of the products I mentioned today as well below, so they're nice and easy for you to find. And if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, because I'll bring you a new video every Friday packed full of sewing goodness. So before we get started, I will just show you what I'm wearing, so I often get asked what I'm wearing. This is the Sew House sweater, Sew House 7 toaster sweater, sorry, not the Sew House sweater. It's made in a lovely sort of sweater weight knit fabric, which is lovely and soft and comfortable and warm. And this is the colourway with like a forest green and a metallic-y stripe in it. It's quite an abstract print. I'm also going to be showing you an alternative colourway today as well, but yeah, I made this last year. It's washed and worn beautifully. It's super cosy and comfy and I love it. And then this is a birder skirt that I made in a charcoal denim with a button down front. So I always share all my makes and stuff on this channel as well, so if you're interested you could have a look back through and that video will probably be there, I'm sure. So let's get started with the new Simplicity patterns then. I'll just run through the size chart for anyone who's not aware. The sizes should be the same for all of the patterns, but they run from a 29.5 inch bust, 22 waist and 31.5 inch hip, up to a 48 bust, 41.5 waist and 50 inch hip. But what I would say is just double check the sizes if you want to be absolutely sure, or if you've got any concerns, just double check on the website. But that is the normal standard sizing chart for the Simplicity patterns on our website. So the first one I want to talk to you about is Simplicity 9187, which is a lovely relaxed fit jacket and coat. It's very much that sort of boyfriend look that's been very fashionable in recent years, and it's got shaped cuffs and pocket details. It's got options for fur on the collar and cuffs and a suede or leather belt, but I think it's very sort of the moment. It's definitely that more relaxed sort of throw it on kind of coat and jacket, which I also think would be a great first foray into coat making as well. If you do want to have a go at coat making, don't forget we've got loads of different interfacings and tapes and different products you might want to use on our website. You'll find them on our website and the link to our website's below. But this does look like, if you're going to be doing it for the first time, it looks like a very on-trend fashionable coat, but also something that would be relatively easy if we're looking at coat making, you know, because it's fairly relaxed lines. It's not massively tailored. There's not lots and lots of seams, you know, it's quite a simple outline, and the collar looks relatively simple as well. And the fabric I chose that I would make it in is this lovely monochrome boucle fabric, which I just think is a lovely classic coating fabric. This is, let's just have a look at what composition it is. It's a wool polyester boucle, so yeah, it's wool and polyester, and I just think, yeah, it's a timeless classic, that sort of monochrome boucle, and I think it would work really well for that jacket, and you could just chuck it on over a pair of jeans and be very smug in the knowledge that you made your coat yourself, which would be lovely. The next pattern I wanted to share with you is 9178. So I love this pattern. I think it's great. Something really I could probably do within my wardrobe. I haven't got much in the way of oversized, chunky sweatshirts or jumpers or sweatshirts. A lot of my stuff is more fitted, and I think I really like the chunky shawl collar on this. I just think it's a really nice feature, would be fun to sew. The sleeves look extra long on it. I don't know whether they are, you'd have to measure the pattern pieces, but on the model they're coming down over her hands to about her knuckles or just above, which personally I quite like in the winter. I think it makes you feel a little bit more cosy. It's a lovely relaxed fit, and it's got a dropped sleeve, so the sleeve seam is right down here. It sort of looks at it as if it would be near you, sort of in the middle of your bicep, so it would be fairly easy to fit in the sort of shoulder area if you have any issues there. And yeah, just the sort of top, I think you've got options for a longer hemline and then a more cropped hemline as well, so whatever your preference is there. But just looks like something that would be fun to sew, super easy to wear and can be really useful over the winter months. So I thought it would look quite nice made up in the fabric that I'm wearing today, but I thought I'd share this new colourway with you, which has got this lovely sort of terracotta and gold tones to it, and I think that would work really well for that jumper. But we've also got some gorgeous plain sweatshirt fabrics as well with a fleece lining. If you're not into prints and patterns, that would be a nice alternative option as well. You'll find those on the website and they are beautiful. I've made a hoodie out of the goldy mustardy coloured one, and I just never want to take it off. It's lovely and comfortable and warm. The next pattern is 9173. This is just a beautiful dress. I mean, you know, I suppose a lot of us don't have that much cause for wearing dresses at the moment, but if you do, or if you just think, I just want to wear a nice dress, I don't care, I just feel like a change. Oh, they've brought out some beautiful patterns, and in all fairness, the ones they've brought out, they are relatively casual. I think they could easily be dressed down, you know, you wouldn't have to feel overdressed. The styling on the packet of this one I think is fantastic for autumn. She's got it on with a pair of block heel ankle boots, so, and it's a long sleeve dress, so a nice sort of relaxed look, and you could put your coat on over that and go for a walk somewhere, or if you're still able to eat out in restaurants wherever you are, perhaps you might want to wear this. But, and if not, you know, keep it in your wardrobe for when we are able to do things again. But just some lovely design features on this. So it's got a shaped bodice with pleats under the butt that come up to the bust. It's got a curved hemline, which is almost like an empire line, it looks like, and then there's princess seams that come out of that curved waist seam that run down the front of the skirt. There's a little slit at the front, and then you've got options for a short sleeve, a beautiful dramatic fluted sleeve, or you can go for the long sleeve. So lots of different options there. Just a very simple round neck, crew neck sort of neckline. But I really like this dress. I think it's just got some lovely design features. I always find pleats around the bust quite flattering as well for me, because I'm quite small busted, so gives me a little bit of help in that area, which is always welcome. And the fabric I chose that I thought this would just look gorgeous in is this Hermione fabric by John Caldor, this beautiful dark floral print. I mean, dark florals are always here to stay in the winter, aren't they? They've been super popular in recent years. I've worked with this fabric before, the Hermione, and it's just a really lovely sort of I'm pretty sure it's a polyester or a crepe, but it's sort of a nice lighter weight one, but it is substantial enough to make a dress out of. I've made a jumpsuit out of this before, but then it works for blouses and things as well. So yeah, I just thought that would look beautiful made up in that dress with the ankle boots, and perhaps a nice winter coat that you might have rustled up. And then the next pattern I want to share with you, it's another dress, but again a nice sort of smart casual dress, something that I think would be very wearable. Simplicity 9175. There's options for a turtleneck or a crew neck. You can go sleeveless or long sleeves that sort of flare out with a slit up them. And then there's options for just a simple straight skirt, or a simple straight skirt with a belt, and then there's also an option for a pario wrap they call it. I haven't heard that terminology before, but it's where I think you've got a straight skirt and then you've got another piece of fabric that you can wrap over and tie in place. But yeah, just a lovely classic simple design that I think would be very wearable, even, you know, for casual occasions. I think you'd feel really comfortable in this. I certainly would. And the fabric I chose for this one is this beautiful Isabella wool jersey, which is quite similar sort of teal colour, a bit brighter than the one on the packet. We do this in a range of other colours as well. I've made lots of garments out of this fabric and they've all washed and worn beautifully. It's super soft. It's just the most adorable, wonderful fabric, and every year I tend to make something in this, so I'm sure I will get round to it again this winter. And then finally, the last pattern I wanted to share with you is 9176. Oh, this dress is just, it's not my usual style, I have to say. It's a fit and flare, which I don't really tend to wear. It reminds me of Kate Middleton. It just really screams Kate Middleton to me. It's so chic and glamorous. And I love the styling again. I think they've got the styling bang on these patterns this time. So there's options for a sleeveless dress with like a little almost like turtleneck. There's options for a short sleeve or a sort of just below the elbow length sleeve, which has got a cuff and a little slit in it. There's an option for a reversible belt on it as well, and it's sort of a midi length, and I just think the version on the packet looks absolutely gorgeous. That midi length fit and flare, she's got it on with knee-high boots. It just looks so stylish and not too overdressed either. I think, you know, I would feel comfortable in a dress like this. So yeah, beautiful pattern, very, very stylish and chic. And we've got a new range of lovely crepe fabrics in the most gorgeous, bold and bright colours. This one is the magenta colourway. I absolutely love it. It's very similar sort of colour to what I had at my wedding. I just really like this sort of tone of purpley pink, but we've got loads of other colours as well, and it's got a nice, it's a bit of a stretch, it's got a bit of a stretch to it, so it'd be super comfortable, but it's a lovely weight as well. But despite the fact that it is a good weight, it's got lots and lots of drape and movement as well, so I just think it would be perfect for that pattern. You can make it in whichever colour you liked because we've got plenty to choose from. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. As I mentioned at the start of the video, everything I've talked about, you'll find the links to everything I've talked about below. And if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.